already know what time it is. Home game number 7. Beat that shitty team across the way. Fuck the Bruins, baby. Let's get it. Woo! Beat the Bruins, baby. Right on.
Beat the Bruins. Fuck the Bruins. Right on.
Welcome back to the Brothers of Troy podcast. It's your boy AJ, Bubba,
The boy Bubba.
and we have a special guest today, another die-hard SC fan who happens to now be a part of the family. So we'll swing it over to him. His name is Adam. Introduce yourself.
What's up, guys? My name is Adam Arteaga. Die-hard Trojan over here. Been a Trojan since I was probably 9 or 10 years old. Ever since, we lost to the Longhorns in 2005. Witnessed the beatdown we gave the Oklahoma Sooners in 2004. And the shared national title in 2003 against Michigan. I was a little boy back then. Now, been a Trojan ever since. So, ready to talk some ball, ready to talk some shop, and let's dive right into it.
That's a beautiful way to introduce yourself, man. Those bringing the facts of how long you've been a diehard for. That Longhorns one definitely brought back some tears in my eyes because I remember watching that game and crying after we lost. So,
100% cried. Same thing.
That was the worst one I've ever witnessed.
Broke my 5-year-old heart, bro. Broke my 5-year-old heart.
Yeah, it really
For
did.
real, man. His knee was down, for sure.
Oh, for sure it was. He did not cross. I mean, he was down for sure.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're going to dive into this. First, we're going to start off with the breakdown of this UCLA game. Battle of LA, battle for the victory bell. And in my personal opinion, I mean, we were talking a little bit earlier. It was pretty slow, honestly.
Yeah.
Started slow. I mean, that opening drive looked beautiful.
Yeah.
And then after that, kind of, slowed down, I feel like we kind of started passing too much a little bit right off the bat there. The run, I mean, they had no answer for King Miller. And then I think, obviously Jacoby and Mackay didn't play the first quarter, so those other receivers I feel like couldn't get open. And it was like 3 and out. And then we drive the ball down to the 20. We missed 2 field goals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, that kicker was pretty spot on this whole entire year. And Bubba and I were talking during the game. We're like, the last game of the season, home game of the season, he misses 2, and it's just it was pretty surprising to see him miss 2. But yeah, you were right on the fact that when those newer receivers, I feel like that definitely threw off of Jaden's timing. But go ahead, Bubba, you were gonna say something.
I mean, he missed one. The kicker missed one in Oregon, which was a big one. I mean, I think that's a momentum shifter there. But, I mean, he's probably going to be sick of it, but I've said it every game. We started out slow in every game almost this year that we've won or lost. It was never like we always started out fast. So I think definitely that's got to change next year. You got to start quick. And hopefully we'll see what's up. But I mean, I think towards the second half, usually we play a lot better in the second half for some reason. But the first half is really slow. The fact that UCLA was winning at halftime was absolutely wild.
That kind of got me pissed. But I mean, I had faith in the team.
Yeah.
I think more so, like, to Bubba's point, you got to start fast when you get the ball first.
100%.
I mean, I think I've counted. I think there was one game this year where Lincoln Riley got the ball deferred to the second half. He's an offensive guy, so he wants the ball first because he wants to score first. But if you're going to get the ball first, playing a good opponent, like for example Oregon, I think they won that toss. Or no, we won that toss. We wanted the ball first. Given we did score the first drive, right? We drove all the way down. We scored. Now, like against Notre Dame, we didn't do that. We didn't score right away. So what happens is if we don't get out in front and then, we get behind the 8 ball and then they get the ball again in the second half and we're chasing the lead, that's where, for me, we haven't been that team to either be in the front going into the half or, when we're chasing, we're not doing that well. You know what I'm saying? So unless, I mean, people are going to argue against Iowa. We were down, 14?
Yeah.
against Oregon, we were down 14. I mean, we still lost that game, but Notre Dame, we were down, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And then, so UCLA is just atrocious.
Yeah,
I
I
thought we
felt
were going
like
to put 50 on them when I saw that opening
oh,
drive.
I know we should. That's how I was feeling the game was gonna go to. Like I felt like, we came out hot right off the bat, scored a touchdown, and then, like you said, everything just died after that. But I mean, those are great points that you actually brought up because I mean, we honestly if we really think about it, if we did defer against Oregon, that could have been like a whole different shift. But you definitely bring up some valid points there, dude. That's something that like we have Anthony and I have never like discussed at all throughout the podcast. So
And I think we haven't had the defense for it, right? I mean, when you're going to, like, remember when Pete Carroll was there, he would always defer to the second half. He was a defensive guy, and he felt confidence in putting his defense out there and say, we're going to stop you, we're going to get the ball, we're going to score, and we're going to get the ball back the second half. That's what we're going to do.
yeah,
And I think that Lincoln Riley's an offensive guy. He wants to start off, gun hole, like, let's score. Now, the problem is if you don't score against a good team on the first drive, and they do score on their first drive, now you're chasing. You're chasing, and then if you go into the half down even a score, it'd be even a field goal, they're still going to get the ball back opening, the second half. So, and if you can't stop them, they're going to score again. Now you're down by two, two possessions. So it's tough.
yeah, it definitely really is. I mean, I don't like playing behind the eight ball at all. I mean, it's not good for us. I mean, if those are things hopefully we can carry. I know Lincoln likes to get the ball first and start first, but like I think it's a strategy when it comes down to like certain games. Like you should like a lower level division, yeah, let's get the ball first. Higher tiers like Oregon, Notre Dame, all these bigger games, I think we should take the fact that we should get the ball in the second half. But
I think it might be like an analytics thing from what I've heard. That it might be like an analytics thing. That's why they I don't know. I don't know exactly what data they run to get the answer to that. I don't know. But from what I've heard, it might be like an analytics thing that they do to see if they want to get the ball first or not.
Yeah, to be honest, Adam, like I was telling AJ, like that's kind of what has ruined sports today is the analytics part. And
it's like pros and cons. This is one con.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I say that's the con is that you're putting there's nothing wrong with going with it from time to time, but when you use it 100% of the time, but you're not using it in the way you should, you're just going off because the number says that. That's why I'm like, all right, you got to back up and you got to actually take a look. And like sometimes analytics is not going to answer your call when you're like, okay, we need this third down stop. Where are they going to go analytically? They're not going to do that because they know you're going to expect it, right?
Yeah. Also, yeah. Speaking on the analytics too, like I mean, analytics can't tell you the energy of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a big energy game. Analytics is not going to factor the fact of the crowd energy, the home field advantage, all the feelings and emotions that come along with the game. So that's where I kind of agree with Bubba. It kind of like that's a con a little bit, but there's a lot of pros as far as like when you look at it from like a schematics kind of thing.
Your scouting report type of way.
Yeah, exactly.
Seeing what their trends are and things of that nature. But
yeah. I mean, it was crazy to see Nico. I'm just calling him Nico, bro. I can't even say his last name, but it's pretty dope to see him play in person. I mean, he kind of killed us with his legs towards that second half when he started running, and I honestly thought they were going to score some more points after he started scrambling out of the pocket and whatnot.
Well, if you really look at the tape, that's all they had. I mean, they had a lot of underneath stuff, like some drag routes over the middle, but other than that, I mean, we had him pretty well covered. But then he would scramble, and then people would get open. But he just has the ability to extend plays with his legs, kind of, Caleb Williams-esque. Bo Nix, all those guys that were able to, use their legs. That's what he kind of reminded me of. And I had told a buddy of mine, I was like, if the game is going to be close, it's going to be because of Nico, because his ability to extend plays. And if he plays, I think he was questionable before the
Yeah,
game.
a little bit before he was questionable.
It's kind of what you saw at
Which
Tennessee, right? I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, I kind of wish Jaden did more. I mean, if Mayava ran as much as Nico did, I think we'd be unstoppable. Honestly.
that's what
yeah.
I've been saying. So we barely touched this the last couple episodes, Anthony and I, because I mean I don't know if you would agree with me, but throughout like maybe the middle ish of the season, the first half of the season, like not the first half, like maybe the first 4 games, we saw Jaden run, right? And that's what
Right.
kind of like we're like, okay, that he was playing smart, he was deciding to run when he needed to, and then after like those first 4 games, like that, those middle chunks of our schedule, I didn't really get to watch the Illinois game or anything like that, but if he would have ran more, I think 100% our offense would have been way more dynamic as far as using
Well, the
his
thing is
legs.
that when you see the play develop, and sometimes you see these lanes open up in the offensive line, and he's sitting there in the pocket, he's like waiting for someone to get open, and no one's really open. If he just takes off through one of those lanes, like boom, first down, and that opens it up to the run, to the pass, etc. But I almost feel like maybe he was a little scared to run. Maybe he didn't want to get hurt or injured or anything like that. But I mean, the guy is big. I mean, what is he? 6'5", 220,
Yeah, bro, he's big. He's
230.
pretty big,
Bro, if I was this size, I would be running all day, bro. If I was
pretty
this
stocky
size, I'd
guy.
be.
Pretty
If I
stocky
was this
guy.
size, I would be using my legs too, and kind of, because I was actually watching a video. You know what? Like that's why I love Jackson Dart a lot, because even though he's
Yeah,
small, he's still like, all right. He could. I watched the interview that he did last week about, hey, I've only played one way. This is the way I'm gonna play. Nothing's open. I'm gonna take
right,
off, and yeah, I'm gonna take a hit. This is
right,
not freaking soccer.
right.
I'm gonna take a hit, and I think I saw that in Jaden later throughout the year, but I think if he does it against Notre Dame, against Oregon, games we really needed it, I think that's where we'll get those big W's next year. Because I know he's going to stay next year, there's no doubt. He's going to want to come back because he's a
I don't want him
sophomore.
to come back.
Yeah, I mean, he's a sophomore, and I
I think he's
honestly,
a
his junior year, this is
junior.
the year that everybody looks at. This is the year everybody looks at for you junior year, because this is like, all right, this is where you're draft eligible for most players. Okay, what do you want the season to be? And I think he would say, you know what, I did a lot of good things this year, but I can always improve because he always reminds me of that kind of person that there's always more to work
Right.
on. And
Actually,
if he gets that running game going, he's gonna be
correction,
unstoppable.
correction, Bubba. He's actually a junior.
Oh, is he? Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yes.
Is he gonna come back either way? I think he's gonna come back either way.
Do you think he's gonna come back at him?
I like contrary to a lot of what people say about him. He gets a lot of hate on Twitter, but I think he's a great pocket passer. He's very confident in his throwing. The guy can sling it. I mean, the guy has an arm on him.
Yeah.
Um, but his mobility sometimes upsets me. But I mean, he's not perfect. Like you saw with Caleb Williams, sometimes he'd get a little wild too much sometimes.
Yeah.
Um, but I like Husan a lot, a lot, a
Hey,
lot.
I was
Husan long
speaking on
sheets
that
up,
last week too, so it's
and the
gonna
guy can
be
sling it. The guy can run.
yeah.
So here's my concern. I'm sure right now Lincoln's probably talking to Jaden like, hey, bro, are you coming back? I need to know. That way I need to like talk to Husan and be like, I'm going to give you the bag to stay and wait another year. I can't have you enter the portal
No.
because next year we get Jonas Williams.
Yeah.
And then, there's like a flip with like a crystal ball from Stephen Wilfong that we might get Ryder Lyons to commit. But I don't know if that's still a thing
That'd be
now
a
that.
major flip if we could do that. But that would also be like so much quarterbacks, like high talent. I mean that's
Well,
what SC's
but
like.
he wouldn't be here till 2027 because he has to go on his Mormon mission.
Oh, that's right. So he wouldn't even play
Yeah.
his
Yeah,
first
yeah.
year.
So it would be next year Husan, theoretically, right? Husan next year, Jaden goes to the draft, and then Jonas Williams is a freshman, and then he'll start his junior year. Um, Yeah, because then Hussein would then be entered into the draft, then Ryder Lyons would be a freshman, etc.
That'd be
Yeah.
But the
interesting.
the reason I guess why that was speculated was because the BYU head coach was going to get the Penn State job, and then Ryder Lyons is committed to BYU.
Yeah.
So I think since he was going to get the Penn State job or whatever, he's like, oh, screw that. I want to, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go to Penn State, so I'll just go to SC because Walker Lyons is his brother.
Yeah.
Um,
Play with his
so
brother. That'd be
I
pretty
now
dope.
right. So now it's reported that BYU coach is staying home. He's not going anywhere. So I don't think that's essentially going to happen. So we'll see. This Jonas Williams kid is also another stud.
Yeah.
So
I mean, this, it's kind of weird that a lot of, I want to say, the negative SC fans, I put them in their own category, okay? I was at the AAA the other day, and there was this USC alumni. He graduated a class of 58, long freaking time ago, okay? He said he spoke at USC, like, somehow within the week. I don't know for what, but he was saying, like, a lot of people are calling for Lincoln. A lot of people are calling for Lincoln within the alumni. And I'm just like, how does that make sense in my mind, right? I know the season, I think we should have definitely be like in contention for the Big Ten. If we didn't lose to Illinois and if we beat Oregon, okay. But my thing is, like, we got this number one recruit class that's coming in, man. If people are already saying, like, let's get rid of him, there goes all of this work, all of these recruits that are possibly going to decommit once they find out Lincoln's leaving or fired. But that's just my personal opinion. I don't like the fact that people are already calling for him.
I like Lincoln. I think he's a good coach. But here's two things that Lincoln did wrong, and this is why people don't want him out. So his first mistake was that he brought Alex Grinch with him. He brought Alex Grinch from
Yeah.
Oklahoma. That was mistake number one because he knew who Alex Grinch was. I mean, Alex I think was there 3 years at
Yeah.
Oklahoma, and Oklahoma's defense wasn't great, wasn't even good.
Yeah.
So he knew what he had in Alex Grinch. He still brought him, and then after the first year, he kept him another year.
I know.
So you wasted Caleb Williams last year because offensively we could have won a national championship,
Oh,
but
yeah.
defensively, I mean, we couldn't stop a Pee Wee team. I mean, it was embarrassing.
It was,
Like it
man.
was it was bad.
It
So
Yeah.
that
was.
was that was strike one. Okay, I mean mistake number one. Mistake number two was we hit the portal too hard and we didn't recruit any high school guys. I mean, we had high school guys, but it wasn't what we've been recruiting the last 2 years.
Right.
So we had a bunch of misses in the portal. I mean, you know, a bunch of guys that we thought were good and they just didn't pan out. So I think those were his two biggest mistakes, and then also recruiting California. He was like, you would see in his press conferences like, "Oh, we only want kids that fit the program," and blah blah blah.
You
Meanwhile,
gotta.
Oregon was taking our lunch money. Alabama was taking our lunch money. They had
Oregon's
like
still taking our lunch money, bro.
Right. It's
and
crazy.
then for some reason USC as a university was scared to step up NIL wise. And I don't know if it's post traumatic stress disorder from the sanctions back when Pete Carroll left and Lane Kiffin was here about getting fined, but Oregon wasn't scared. They went all in, and you're seeing all that
Yeah.
come to fruition now with the type of the two teams that they've had in the last 2 years. Hey, dude, again, if you saw the Oregon game and ball, their second and third stream offensive line was handling our first stream
That is
defensive line.
very, very true. I mean, they're
Yeah.
stacked.
That is called great players. That is called great coaching, and that is just called better talent overall than we have. I mean, player to player, realistically.
No, 100%. I agree with all that for sure.
So now, Lincoln, I think, is realizing like, okay, like I'm a good coach, but it's a lot harder than I thought it was. Number one, number two, I play in a very good league, so I need to step up. So
Yeah.
I got to go get dogs.
Yeah.
And
We need.
hence the recruiting class. But the recruiting class doesn't happen without Chad Bowden. We brought him over from Notre Dame, and you got to open up the checkbook, man. I mean, I hate to say it like this, but I mean, it is what it is. If you don't have money as a university, or if you're not willing to spend the money, let's say, you're not gonna win, man.
I know
You could be a
we
great
got a
coach, but
lot
you need
of
the players.
SC's got a lot of famous, wealthy alumni that we got a lot of resources that we can tap into. So
No,
let's.
I think it's estimated like 18 million that we're getting this year for NIL, which is
Oh
like
wow,
top 10 college football.
Well, yeah, and then one
Jesus.
thing I do want to add, I actually would want to say that he actually made another mistake. I would say one more, just one more, and actually, it's one of the reasons why he transferred out. I think if we use Zachariah Branch more last year, I was telling my brother this the other day, we would have had a three wide receiver weapon
Three-headed
tree to use
monster.
from this year. We would have had Zach, we would have had Jacoby, and we would have. But I also think that Zach put on too much weight, so he kind of lost some of his speed.
I was about to say that. I'm like, he looked slow last year, and he
Yeah,
couldn't get
Yeah,
open.
yeah,
He was always like the linebackers are stride for stride with him.
yeah, that is true.
yeah. He
Yeah,
he gained a little bit too much muscle. It was
but I think,
that
but I think
conversion.
because we didn't use him enough, he thought he was like, oh well, I'll just go to another school, and he's balling out at Georgia. He's doing his thing over there. But I mean, like, I
Let's
mean,
be
it's not like he's.
realistic. The reason why he left is because he wanted more money.
It's true.
That
Let's
too.
call it
I mean,
call a spade
SC
a
probably
spade.
could have gave him the bag and
I think USC could have matched Georgia's for sure, maybe.
hundred
But
percent.
Let's just say hypothetically he was getting 800,000, and he's like, "Well, I want a million. If you want me to stay," and he's like, "All right, bye. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna give you a million." He's like,
yeah.
"Oh, bye. All right, great.
just
I'm out."
so fucking crazy
Yeah.
in this day and age, man.
It's the same thing with Deuce Robinson. I'm a firm believer Deuce Robinson didn't want to leave, but I think he also wanted more money, and then he's like, "Dog, I'm not gonna give you more money. Like, no. All right, great. I'm off to Florida State. They're gonna give me $1.5 million."
Yeah,
It's a profession. It's Matt Ryan said this today. I sent it to our family group chat about the Lane Kiffin thing, but in that statement, Matt Ryan said, if you think that college football is amateur, it's amateur league now. It's laughable because of that players are just able to go to
yeah.
a different school for a bag.
It's it literally is
I think
laughable.
college coaching it might be the best profession ever. I mean, you can get fired in 3 years and get paid for the rest of your life almost. I mean,
Yeah. No,
crazy.
100%. You'll always, especially if you're a big name like Lane Kiffin, Lincoln Riley, Notre Dame, Marcus Freeman. As long as you're a big name head coach and you decide to stay in college football, you have a job no matter what. Your life is secured.
I mean, coordinators are getting paid $3 million nowadays.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's unbelievable, man.
Dude, this is NIL is just making football crazy, college football especially. I mean, I would like to see it trickle down into other sports, but it's the bigger sports that really actually matter in all majority of these campuses. But
Football
teaches
carries
them.
the weight,
Yeah,
Yeah.
football does. I mean, football and some. I mean, for some basketball schools, basketball as well.
right?
But I mean, as far as the UCLA game, we don't really like talking about Fukla. We don't really need to touch onto it. We're just gonna keep talking shop about just since the season's pretty much coming much to an end at this point. We don't really have much to look forward to until we find out this Sunday about where we're going in the bowl game. So guys, where do you think SC's gonna go? I was looking into
I think
the projections. I mean, some of us have us in the Alamo Bowl, but who knows?
Been there before.
yeah, yeah. Have we been to Alamo Bowl before? I don't think
Yeah.
Ashley's been to
I
Alamo Bowl.
I don't
That's in
know.
Vegas, right? That's in
No.
Vegas, right?
Alamo,
No, it's
Bubba?
in
No,
Texas.
that's in Texas,
Oh,
buddy.
no.
San
No,
Antonio.
hold on, Vegas Bowl. No, Alamo Bowl. Actually, no. I got it confused. Never mind. Because I was thinking of the. No, never mind. I was thinking
You're
of a
thinking of the
different.
Las Vegas Bowl.
Yeah, I was thinking of a different bowl. My bad. Yeah. Anyways,
USC has never appeared in the Alamo Bowl. No,
Yeah, so that'll be the first time.
no.
Now, who we're playing is kind of like what these people are speculating. They're speculating that like BYU is going to lose to Texas Tech in this Big 12 championship game.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. I mean, that's gonna be a great game. I can't wait to watch that game. Just because I like the way Texas Tech has played all year.
Yeah, they're good.
Um,
I think they're really good.
but I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to be a bowl game. You know, Makai Lemon's not going to play. If Jacoby declares, he's not going to play.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be if Jaden Mayava declares, he's not going to play. So you're gonna see a bunch of players not play. So I mean, bowl games to me, yeah, it's great to win them, but it's an exhibition game. You
Yeah,
know,
it's a. I always see it as like you get to see the potential of the next, your next
right?
class or the backups who never really played that much this year. So that's kind of also why I like bowl games. I mean, this week for college football we
Right.
got a lot of championship games, but majority of the championship games are all at 5, and the only one that's at 9 in the morning is Texas Tech BYU. So I thought that was pretty
Really?
weird.
So YouTube TV, baby.
Yeah, I know. Let's get that quad box going. I mean, all of them. Like, I think
You
there's
know what I'm
5
saying?
games at 5, but
Yeah.
you get that quad box going, and then you get like maybe your tablet or your computer for that other game. But
I want to
Yeah,
see
I
that Ohio
mean,
State Indiana game.
oh, that one,
hey.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
bro. I
made a
can't
bold
wait to get the
prediction
hot
that
take.
Indiana's gonna win. I said I think
I
only
hope
because
so.
my cousin goes our cousin goes to Indiana right now, and he's a freshman. Doesn't play, but just goes to the school. But yeah, that's the only reason why I'm kind of
Yeah,
rooting for Indiana.
I actually, yeah, I can't wait to get
What's
into
the
that.
line on that game? Who's favored in that game?
That's a great
Let me see. Let
question.
me
Let's
look it up.
let's pull
Gotta be
that up
Ohio
right
State.
now.
It's gotta be Ohio State. It's
Indiana
gotta be.
versus Ohio State.
Let's see. They have it, dude. Okay, so the matchup predictor on ESPN has
Ohio
Indiana
State
50.
minus 5.5.
Yeah, it's going to be a close game. The matchup predictor for ESPN has Indiana favored it at 50.6%, and then 49.4 for Ohio State. So just the spread right there in
It's gonna
itself
be close.
tells you
Yeah.
how close this game is going to be.
I mean, it's really going to be a really good. It's really going to be a shootout, honestly. And but yeah, I gotta wait for hot takes for this. But um, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a shootout. I want to see that game.
Do you
Well, I think both teams haven't seen defenses like the other team.
Oh,
exactly?
for sure,
That's well said. Well said.
for
Also,
sure.
do
Oh,
you
yeah.
think there's right now? I think there's the two Heisman favorites right now are both these two quarterbacks, Fernando and Julian Sayin. I personally don't understand the hype around Julian Sayin for the Heisman. Is it just because he plays for Ohio State? Just because he has some good receiving cores? So I never really got that throughout this whole season. But do you think whoever puts on the show for this game, because a lot of America is probably going to be watching this game, could could write their name to
Yeah,
be the Heisman?
I think they have Heisman implications for sure. I mean, I think Fernando Mendoza, Julian Sane, and then Jeremiah Smith is still in that conversation, but he was hurt, poor guy. So he's probably not going to have the numbers to defend that. But I like Jeremiah Love, man. He's a dog.
Oh, bro. See,
Yeah.
great that you brought that up because I personally think that Notre Dame not being in a conference, obviously they've been independent for the longest period of times of football's existence, but Jeremiah not being able to play like this weekend kind of I think hurts his Heisman. I like him too, man. Like, I mean, after watching him run over USC 2 years in a row, and as tough as it was to watch him run all over us, but he's
what
been
he did
doing
to
that all season.
Syracuse, Jesus,
Yeah, he's been doing that
that
all
was crazy.
season.
I was watching that game. That was wild. That was
Three.
that first.
He only had a
That
limited
was,
amount of carries, right? He only had
yeah.
like 3 or 4 already, and he had like over 100+ yards.
Bro, that first quarter was nuts. I just want to say that first quarter was nuts. I was watching it on the other TV. I was like, the offense has not even touched the ball yet. It's already 21-0.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, I
Yeah,
mean,
but ultimately, I think if Mendoza has a decent game, I think it's more so if they win. If Indiana beats Ohio State, Mendoza's going to win the Heisman, 100%.
got it. What do you think, Bubba?
No, I agree. I honestly think that Fernando overall has had a better year than um
Julian,
than Julian
Julian, yeah.
for sure. And he's the only one that's taken down Oregon right now. So and he took down Oregon when they were the high rank. So I mean, I think for us, I think not for us, but I think that's important. You got to take who they took down because Ohio State really didn't play anybody this year except Michigan, but they romped them.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, they played Texas the first week. That game was close. Other than that, you got to look at who they played. And
Yeah, but
Fernando,
Texas didn't really amount to anything either.
yeah,
Yeah.
that is true. So then you look back. So then you look at that game. It was like, oh, is that a washable game now because of what Texas looks like?
It's the first game of the season. It's like the first week one.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Maybe if this
Yeah.
was like a week 6, week 7 matchup, we'll have more
It's a
like,
different game.
yeah, it's a whole
Right.
different story. But
And then Fernando has led a lot of game-winning drives this year with
shoot,
Indiana.
that game-winning drive against Penn
At Penn State,
yeah, that one was crazy. That catch too.
That
Oh
was-
my god.
That catch is the catch of the year, dude. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
Jacoby had some catches that were up there, like
But
the
nothing
Georgian-
like that. The, like
But
game-winning
nothing like
catch.
that. I mean, bro, like I'm talking about like 2 inches from getting your foot out of bounds
No.
to toe tap both. That's Antonio Holmes esque.
Right.
That's Antonio Holmes esque in the Super Bowl toe tap.
Hey, let's give a shout out to that ref though. Made the correct call right there, standing right there, looking at the toes.
Yeah.
Shout out to that ref, 100%.
Fire.
But all right. Well, let's tap into our game ballers segment. All right. Our guest gets to go first, Anthony. Who is your game baller for UCLA versus USC? Who is it?
you know what? I'm gonna give it to my boy King Miller. You know, he ran great on Saturday. I mean, we had some O-line issues, so
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting him to have a great game. But for what we had, I thought he ran great. And I just love his improvement overall during the season, man.
Yeah.
You know, being that banged up in the backfield to, you know, walking on to, you know, doing what he's done. I think that kid is more than deserving of a scholarship. And
Oh yeah,
I
he
give him
deserves
almost
100%.
my guy King Miller.
Let's go. Let's give a round of applause for the boy King Miller. Adams game baller. Did you know he has a brother on the team who also walked on?
Yeah, Caleb. Yeah, the left guard, right?
Yeah.
Or left tackle.
Yeah,
Left tackle.
number 60.
Yeah.
I think it's
Kalen Miller.
Caden. I think his brother's Caden or something. I looked it up earlier. I forgot it
Yeah,
already.
he's the backup left guard. Yeah.
Yeah, but both of them walked on, and it was pretty crazy to see both of them. You know, hopefully they both get some scholarships after this.
It's Kalen. Kalen Miller.
Kalen, there we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, King Miller's he's been on our game ballers almost ever since he stepped in since Michigan. So
Yeah, bro,
I think
he's
that's
always
why
been
Brian
mine.
Jackson hit the portal because
Hey,
Miller's so.
yeah, I was surprised
I
as
saw
well. I texted Bubba immediately when I saw that Brian Jackson hit the portal. Right now, I've been like keeping a track on just like who is leaving USC, just so like as the off season goes on, like it gives us more things to talk about. But right now, Brian Jackson, so far in 247sports.com, is the only player from SC so far that has hit the portal. That has
No,
played.
so on 3, I saw yesterday. It's Brian Jackson, Gus Cordova, the freshman defensive
I saw
lineman,
that one today too.
and it's the other guy, DJ Jordan,
Okay.
that wide receiver. That's 3. Excuse me. And there's one more. I can't remember right now. Oh, Braylon Conley, our cornerback, our freshman cornerback.
Yeah.
He's gone too. So we got 4 in the portal, and I'm hearing rumors that Micah Banuelos is going to enter the portal too.
Okay. I mean, players that not most SC fans are familiar with because they didn't really get to see the field this year, which is understandable. But the one that shocked me the most
All
was
about money, maybe.
yeah. The one that shocked me the most was Brian, for sure. But
It just didn't pan out, man. I mean, I really had high expectations for him this year, you know, considering what he did in the last few games last year.
yeah.
But I think he gained too much weight.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was
Because he
looking
wa-
pretty stocky, pretty big. But then I was telling
Yeah.
Anthony, I was like, he's like, kind of gave me like him wearing 21 as well, like the Lendell White kind of like ground and pound, those hard yardage, like running like 3rd down, 32 types of situations. But now that he's in the portal, I mean, who knows what's
But
going
we're
to
gonna have
happen.
a stacked running back room next year, anyways. I mean, we got two incoming freshmen that are studs.
Yeah.
We have Harry Dalton that's going to be a sophomore. We have King Miller, and then Wayman Jordan might stay because he's only a junior, so
Yeah.
he might stay to get some more tape. So I mean, we're gonna have a stacked room, anyways, and I think that's essentially that on top of being hurt most of the year is why he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that would
I
make the
agree.
most sense.
I agree. All right, Bubba, who is your game baller for USC versus UCLA or
I
Fuqua
mean,
as we like to
I
call
mean,
it?
you already know who it is. You already know who it is. I picked him all year. I've been picking him since week one, pretty much. There's only a few games where I didn't pick him, but it's my boy Makai, only because he got that one touchdown grab. He didn't really,
He threw a
he
pass
didn't really
too.
do much, huh?
He threw a touchdown pass too, buddy.
Oh yeah, that too. So, I mean,
That
that's
was
why he's the best receiver in college football. I don't care what anybody says. If Nick Saban said it, he's the best receiver in college football.
yeah. I personally agree. He's like think he was top. He's definitely was in the top 5 this whole entire season of the whole entire FBS as far as receiving yards. So, I mean, my dad was asking why the other day why he's not even in the Heisman like contentions for the amount of yardage he has.
It's a quarterback award now, man.
It,
I mean, unfortunately.
yeah. No.
Yeah.
Let's give it up for the boy Makai.
Yay!
All right. Actually, for mine, I have 2. I only put 2 because I don't know who I really want to go with. I mean, I love our tight end group. I think this guy, I'm going to give it to him just because I think he's going to leave after this year. I'm going to give it to Lake McCree. Okay. Yeah, 3.
Lake's a senior.
Yeah, so he's leaving for sure. Um,
Gone.
I've been a big fan since he started playing in our offense, and we didn't use him as much as we should have. But I definitely I picked Lake over Jaden. I know Jaden's coming back, so we have plenty more to talk about. But I'll give it up for the senior because we're recognizing seniors on senior night. Lake McCree with 3 receptions, 30 yards, and a tutty to end his last home game at SC, man. Fight on, Lake. We're going to miss you, bro. Good luck on your future endeavors, and hopefully we see you in the NFL, man. But I kind of actually want to talk about this tight end room that we're about to have as well, because we have Walker. I think Walker's going to be projected starter next year as far as the tight ends. And then we got Mark Bowman, the modern day freshman that's coming in. And when I watched a couple of modern day games, man, like this guy's a stud. This guy's a dog, bro. Like he's going to be really good at it.
This is the type of guy that can start his freshman year.
Oh, 100%. Like him and Walker are going to be like interchangeable. Just like when Walker,
Right.
like when we would run those 2 tight end sets with Walker and Lake, it's just going to be
Right.
like that. And I'm so excited to see
100%.
Bowman come into this and step up.
I agree.
It's going to be, I'm just so looking forward to next year
That
already.
means the rest of the world, y'all better be scared.
Yeah, we're
Because
going to have a
USC
lot of
football's
studs.
coming back.
We're gonna have a
USC's
lot of
Tomorrow's
football's
National
studs.
Signing Day, boys.
I know. We just got a defense. Yeah. That's the helmet I got at the
Yeah.
student store. But no, we're gonna be looking good. Offense, I think we're stacked offensively. Defensively we're looking good. Hopefully we keep those. I don't
mean,
know if is Anthony
Yeah, that's
Lucas, the Lucas. What's his name? Last name?
the freshman kid. Are you talking about the freshman kid?
I think. Well, the freshman kid, number 4. He's definitely
Jakeem
staying.
Stewart.
Yeah, Jakeem Stewart, I think he's staying for sure, man. He's going to get another bag himself.
No, he's
too.
not going to hit the portal. No, they're going to give him another. Whatever they're going to give that guy whatever he wants.
Yeah. Stud started as a freshman, bro.
Yeah.
We didn't even need Bear Alexander, so we got that stud of a freshman anyways.
Bro, Bear's like literally. Nah, I don't want to hear about Bear. Bear went from like to 3 schools in 3 different years, 4 years.
You know what? I mean, at the end of the day, what do you do? I mean, you're not going to talk crap to a college kid, man. I mean, look,
Yeah, that's
it didn't
fair.
work out at Georgia. It didn't work out at SC. It worked out at Oregon, maybe because that was his last resort, and he knew that it was burn the boats time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it went well. I mean, so you can't, what are you going to say? He beat us fair and square. I mean, it
Yeah.
Yeah.
sucks
I
because
just
he was
wish.
at
I
SC and he
mean,
didn't do that. But
No,
I
you know
would
what
have
it
loved to
is?
see
You know what
him
it is? You know what
get
it is?
used
It's
more at
more.
SC.
Yeah, that's why. That's what it is. I feel like I missed him more at SC, and it was just
yeah,
more of
I
a
agree.
like
It.
that type of thing.
Yeah.
Because I
It's.
knew he was good. Like yeah, he was good at Georgia. He was good at SC. So it was like that's not where it came from. It was just damn. Why'd
Yeah.
you leave us, bro? Like
We
we
didn't
could have
even get to
used him
see
this
you
year.
play really because he
Yeah.
didn't like after the Michigan game last year. He didn't play.
Yeah.
Well, I think more than anything, I think he just had like mental roadblocks that he couldn't. Because I think the athletic talent was always there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
No.
was just more so like, for whatever reason, it just wasn't working out at SC. And, you know, I think he needed to mature. And I think when he went to Oregon, Oregon's like, look, Doug, you've been at SC, you've been at Georgia, two quality programs. Like, this shit ain't going to fly here. Sorry,
Yeah.
excuse my language, but,
No. Go
you
ahead.
know,
Anthony
you
lets it
got
fly
it.
all the time.
And I think he's like, damn, if I don't succeed here, I'm a bust,
Yeah.
So,
But it's worked out. So shout out to Bear. I mean, he's doing
Yeah. I
well.
mean,
shout out Bear, man.
wish he would have stayed
Went
in
to
that
Trojans,
SC
so.
red, but I mean,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
is what it
Hey,
is.
man.
We have no control. We just root for. I mean, we root for whoever we
Yeah.
can in this NIL era. You can only root for the team while they're there. Now you and then after, if your players that you like decide to leave your program, you can only wish them the best in their future endeavors. That's kind of how I see it.
Show.
But alrighty, you guys want to dive into the most? You guys are not going to be able to hear the bell, unfortunately, because it's not programmed into Discord, and I wish it was. But Anthony thinks this is by far one of our favorite segments because Anthony gets very animated during these segments. And it is this segment specifically because it is the third down hot takes. All right, does anybody have a absolute banger of a hot take so far that we can go dive right into?
Anthony
Yeah,
seems like he has one.
I got one right at the bat, bro.
Alrighty. What is it? Hot take number one. Let's hear it.
It's about I kind of heard it a little bit, but it's based off what Lane Kiffin just did. Brian Kelly started that when he was at Cincinnati. He started that BS where I'm gonna leave a school midway. Like, how do you leave my hot take? Why the hell are you leaving a school right before you go to the college football playoff just because the bag? I get it, the bag's there. We all know, but bro, like that's where. But my hot take is Lane Kiffin has ruined almost every program he's been to except for Ole Miss. Except for Ole Miss. I'm gonna be honest. He didn't do anything at Tennessee. He ruined us. I mean, come on. Let's be real. I mean, the only time he did well was when he went to Alabama, but that was only because Nick Saban was the head coach and he was calling the shots offensively.
Give some respect to when he went to Florida Atlantic. Okay, he won two.
I forgot. I saw a picture, but I saw a picture today. I was
He
like, what
won
is
two
that?
two conference championships while he was at Florida Atlantic.
Look,
Okay.
I'm a Florida Atlantic dude. We're not talking about
Well,
freaking.
listen. If you watched the many lives of not Lincoln Riley, Lane Kiffin, you would see in that ESPN E60 documentary that he was saying that like sometimes it takes you to go down to like a lower division to like smack you in the face and humble you real quick.
But y'all could decipher whether you agree with me or disagree. I think he's ruined every program except Ole Miss.
I disagree. And here's where I disagree because I think that the earlier jobs, like when he went to the Raiders and then he went to Tennessee and then he went to, like, even when he was at SC, he's the Lane Kiffin SC and the Lane Kiffin now is like two different Lane Kiffins.
Yeah.
I mean, just the way he calls plays, number one. He was kind of working against the eight ball at SC too. I mean, the sanctions.
Yeah.
We couldn't go to a bowl game. Limited amount of scholarships. All those things. And I don't think he was mature. I think where he transformed, I mean, he had the good coach inside of him because he worked with Pete Carroll. He had, all those type of things, type of mentors. And he goes with Nick Saban, and Nick Saban's really the one that put the boot in his ass. It was like,
Yeah.
no, you're going to do this way. And it gave him a structure to his life. It gave him a lot of other structure than his coaching habits and things of that nature. And I think that's what really changed him. And he went to FAU. He did well. He gets the job at Ole Miss, and at Ole Miss, he's done a great job. I mean, Ole Miss was essentially no one.
Yeah.
That's what I will
Before he
say.
got there.
No, I will say that he really put Ole Miss in a different spot for sure.
I will say
100%.
I will disagree with your hot take as well. I won't say that he's ruined every program. What I will say is every fan base that he has been a part of as far as the program, besides his NFL, because the NFL was out of his, that was all just Al Davis. Okay. But as far as collegiate programs, he's turned every fan base against him for the short amount of time that he stayed at these programs. So I will say, I mean, he's broken many fans' hearts.
But Brian Kelly started that though when he did that at Cincy. Then he left Cincy to go coach Notre Dame, and then he left Notre Dame to go coach LSU.
Yeah, but you got to remember he left Cincy, but stayed at Notre Dame for quite a longer period of time than.
Oh, he did, but he still left the same way he left Cincy. Like he left.
I mean, I think everyone's leaving Cincy to go to Notre Dame, though. I mean,
that is true. I'll agree to that. I'll agree to that part. But I mean, to go like Notre Dame to LSU and kind of leave your players off the dry, kind of thing, is something that Bill Cowher didn't like, and I don't like either. I think that especially when you're about to go coach, or when you're about to be a part of a college football playoff, that's a decision that if I'm Lane, I make after. Like even though I'm under the gun, I'm like, look, I have to make the decision after. I got to ride or die with this team right now. This is my main focus. This is the goal. We could win the national championship this year. So my goal is to just stay here and figure it out. And then by the end of the season, I'll play my cards I'll look at my cards and see which card I want to play, basically.
That's the problem, though, because there's not a card you can play with National Signing Day being tomorrow. That's the whole argument, right?
Shit,
it's the
tomorrow?
college football calendar.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
National Signing Day is tomorrow. So if you're going to go to a new job, you have to retain all the recruits that you currently have.
Yeah.
They are committed, or you trying to get to commit. Yeah. So if you take a job after National Signing Day, then it's like, who do you really have, right? Now you're just wasting 1 year essentially into your tenure of your coaching job.
Wow.
So this is the whole argument that everyone's talking about is like, it's essentially not a Lane Kiffin thing. It's also a calendar issue that they need to fix, because if they can fix the calendar, now you can strong arm universities to offer these jobs after the season.
Yeah.
Essentially before, instead of in season, because then you have situations like this, which is unfortunate, for the players. And I say unfortunate, I say it very vaguely because they're also making money. So at the end of the day, you're still getting paid. You're still getting your bread. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal.
I think that's what he was saying
in his playoff stuff.
He was saying, as far as you talking about the scheduling of everything, I think he was saying that in his press conference too. I mean, I can understand and I can see where, to me, it doesn't quite make sense why a coach would have to make these decisions, not knowing that like National Signing Day falls way before the end of the football season. I think National Signing Day for football should just wait until after like the championship game. Like, don't make these. I mean, we're in December,
or
right?
you make the national championship during Christmas.
Yes, it's exactly. So it doesn't make sense that it should be like tomorrow's December 3rd, and these kids are signing to go to some of them go into spring. So I understand why some of the National Signing Day is around this time, but I think if you put it towards after Christmas as well, you still get those kids who come in during spring that will still be enrolled for
early
spring.
Enrollment.
Yeah, so it just, I mean, the scheduling is it's all kind of whack right now. Everything in college football is kind of just a little crazy right now.
Right, I agree.
That's a good hot take, Bubba. I've been trying to think of a hot take this whole time. I didn't have like any hot takes coming into this.
I got another one, unless Adam, you got one.
Well, I do have a hot take.
Alrighty, let's hear it. What is it? Hang on to your hot take, Bubba.
Well,
sorry.
If you do you guys have read Twitter for the last 8 hours, you guys know that Oregon's offense and defensive coordinator got jobs.
Ooh.
Tatsu Poi is going to Cal, their defense coordinator, and then their offensive coordinator, Will Stein, is going to be the head coach at Kentucky.
Okay.
So my hot take is Dan Lanning doesn't find good enough coordinators to match what they've had, and Oregon has a losing season next year. Ooh, you
Oh
heard it here
my
first.
God, that is a massive hot take. I think that
You
is.
know what? You know what? I could see that happening because
That's
you
a
look at
beautiful one.
You look at Tosh's resume and where he's been. Everywhere he's been, he's done well. Alabama,
Right.
everywhere he's touched, pretty much he's done a great job. So he's gonna go to Cal, take them to a different level because I know he's gonna bring some guys over there that will turn Cal around for sure. But yeah, I mean, you know what? I'll agree with that. I will agree with that because you know what? Like, there's one thing Oregon's known for. They just don't know how to finish. They've never known how to finish. You know, they get to that point and then just like, yeah, well, like you look at last year, right? Against Ohio
Yeah.
State, they pretty much crapped the bed,
Yeah.
right? So now it's like you lose your defensive coordinator and your offensive coordinator. Good luck trying to find somebody better.
Which
And
I hope it
before
goes well for them this year,
playoffs.
though, because I think one of the stipulations in their contracts with the new schools is that they had to finish coaching off their teams through the playoff,
Yeah.
which is good. I mean, all more power to them.
So after this year, like so in next season, yeah, it's gonna be a totally different thing.
Right.
But I think even with the
Well,
fact that knowing that they already have secured their next job, like as no matter if you want to finish or like if you want to or in your contract you have to finish the end of the season. Knowing that some of your players know that this guy's not coming back, how invested is he? Right? So like
right.
it kind of like brings like a weird like energy within the locker room being like, damn, I just lost my OC and I just lost my DC. Like, how are my players
And it
feeling?
was
And that,
recruiting.
yeah, and like that's something Dan Lanning's gonna have to manage, with them being in the playoffs right now. Cause, I mean he's a great motivator, but who knows like how locked in these players are gonna be, especially on both sides of the ball, knowing that they're losing the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. So I agree with you. Does he make big name hires next year? I don't think so because there's not that many big name. Like who could you pull from? Like that's the thing.
Well, here's the thing. Oregon has the Phil Knight money.
Yeah.
So, I mean, from what I understand, I think they're going to promote one of their defensive assistants to defense coordinator. I think he's going to get the job. But as far as their OC, I think they're going to try to swing for the fences. I think they're going to try to pull someone from another school. I wouldn't be surprised if they go after our quarterback coach, Luke Heward.
Yeah.
Him being involved in Lincoln Riley's system, he knows, has a good idea of it. And then, Luke Heward's never going to call plays at SC. I mean, Lincoln Riley's
No,
always going to call
Lincoln
plays.
will always call plays at SC.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he's on the hot board for that job. Brian Hartline at Ohio State if he doesn't get the Penn State job. Because, Oregon's going to they're going to pay someone $2 million to go coordinate their offense. That's just, it's a high profile job now.
Yeah.
That's just what Oregon has become.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see. There's definitely a few names out there that I can see it happening.
No, that was actually a really beautiful hot take, bro. That was like fucking badass. If I'm gonna be real,
Beautiful,
because
Adam.
that I did not like think about that at all. Like I saw like I was looking at the ESPN notifications with all of this college shit that's going on, like the 12 team bracket, and like seeing that Oregon's both coordinators are now gonna be gone, and like they're just it's right now is just a horrible time, especially if you're in the 12 team bracket and you're losing all these
Right.
people. So it's silly season is what I like to call it. It's crazy.
You know what's crazy? I was wondering if someone was going to bring it up because I did see about Tosh, and I was like, oh, if he leaves, dude, I don't know how their defense is going to be because that guy, everywhere he's gone, he's had a great defense. So it's
Well, at
like,
Alabama, he was great. I
yeah,
mean,
Alabama.
in all due respect, Dan Lanning was a great D coordinator himself. I mean, he
Oh,
was a
for
D
sure.
Yeah.
coordinator when Georgia won the Natty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
So
No, credit to him. So like, but like, so you get both those minds together, Tosh and Lanning. I mean, you create a powerful defense for sure, no doubt.
correct.
Yeah, no. Dang. All right, Bubba, what is your other
So,
hot take? That was a great
so
one,
I
Adam.
think
Good shit. Good
I
shit. Let's give
I
a round of
Thank you,
applause
thank
for
you.
Adam, first of all. That was a beautiful hot
Oh,
take.
let's go.
yes, sir. So I'm gonna say I think you said it was 5 years about USC winning the national championship. I'm gonna
Me?
shoot it down. Yeah, I thought you said that.
Maybe. I might have. I think so.
But I'm gonna shoot it down to 3. I'm gonna chop it down to 3.
So that's your hot take?
USC wins the national championship, and we go undefeated
The next 3 years.
when we do it.
What?
Within the
That's
next 3
tough.
years?
Within the next 3 years, we go undefeated and win a national championship.
Okay.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I don't doubt it either. It's a lot to process right now. It's a lot to think about.
I guess it's
Um,
hard to process because of what we've been lately.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So right now, I
Right.
mean, yeah, 100%. Adam hit the nail perfectly spot on right there. But I wouldn't doubt it either, man. Especially, okay, let's just see. Do we think Makai and Jacoby are leaving?
Makai is gone.
Okay.
1,000% gone. Jacoby is where like I hope he stays and kind of matures a little bit because I know he can be kind of be a knucklehead off the field a little bit. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, I mean, that freaking him going into the freaking costing us 15 yards at Oregon, that was stupid.
That was ridiculous.
Over a
Yeah.
football, I was like, bro,
Yeah.
come on, like, bro, like, why would you go there by yourself? You're gonna get jumped. Number one, that's pretty much what happened.
No, it really did. I mean, he was getting mobbed by those Oregon players. Okay, so I agree with you that Makai leaves 100%. He's winning the Blitnikoff 100%. He's winning all awards possible. So I do think he leaves, and I think he's going to be a top 5, top 10, hopefully first round draft pick for sure. So I do see him leaving there, and I agree with you on that, Adam. Jacoby, I'm also 50-50 about. Like, I mean, he had those injuries mid-season that kind of
Mid-season.
like he didn't get the chance to like show his full game. So that's also why I think he stays. But as far as like the championship thing, I can agree because okay, let's just say hypothetically Jacoby stays. We got Jacoby, we have Tanuk. Shoot, we have. I mean, we got this new class that's coming in. I think. Oh, I think in the other tight end is the number 1 JUCO tight end that we have coming in too. Something like that. So we got a lot of offensively we'd be good. Defensively, I know we got a lot of skill players like corners, a couple good solid linebackers that I've heard that are coming in. D line as well.
A lot of D linemen. Yeah.
So I mean I could see it, yeah. The culture I think yeah, I can see it being just built this year, like after what, 4 years? It's 5th year or 4th year?
Fourth.
This is year 4. Yeah. We're
Yeah, so
finishing
going
year 4.
into next year would be year 5 under Lincoln. So I
Year
think
5,
yeah,
yeah.
the culture was really built this year because he had to pick and choose a lot of these pieces compared to what he started off with. So I can see within the next 3 years, I'll agree with it.
But I
I agree
also,
too.
but I also said, Kian, I said when we do it, we're gonna be undefeated. That means we're not gonna lose.
Now
Oh,
that
so that's the catch. That's the
exactly
catch.
because do we just schedule a bunch of cupcakes in the first weeks? Okay, and then take on Big Ten play, and then hopefully Notre Dame still plays within that
No,
picture.
dude, I think even with the stacked schedule, we'll go into Ann Arbor and win us a game, win us a big game. We'll go into Happy Valley or we'll go. Listen, with this recruiting class that we have coming up next year, then in the years to come, we'll just be that much better if we already have the number one class.
Yeah.
And they're hitting the
So
portal hard.
yeah, and so hitting the portal hard as well, like Adam just brought up. So those are the things that I'm taking into account, and I'm like, okay, so we have the number one recruiting class this year. We hit the portal hard. Next year we have a great year, get in the college football playoff. There's not going to be many players that are going to deny USC because that's an easy
Yeah.
bag.
One thing I did see in the portal, the Michigan State receiver, Nick Marsh, who was their stud receiver, he's in the portal. So
Yep.
I like him.
I liked him
Yeah,
too. He's a stud.
He's a stud.
I think we go after him if Jacoby leaves.
Okay, I agree. And hopefully he, saw the ass whipping that SC gave to his team that he wants to come put he wants to come put the Cardinal and goal on. So
Then answer that take. Do you guys think we'll go undefeated when we win the college football
No.
championship? He said no.
I think there's always going to be adversity in the season right now. To think we'll go undefeated, no, because if I really think about it, Ohio State might get thrown in within that 3-year schedule.
They're probably going to get thrown in next year. They're going to get thrown in next year for sure.
So
Probably. It looks like we haven't played them in 2 years. We got to throw them in at some point.
exactly. So do I think we'll go undefeated? No, I think we might have a one loss, and it might be either against like a Ohio State.
I'm thinking, no, bro. I'm taking it way back.
We play Ohio State next year, and we play Oregon next year.
Yeah,
do we play
Indiana next year?
Ohio State at Ohio State next year?
No, we play them at home.
At home, okay.
Let's go, baby. See, that's what I thought. I knew we were playing them.
So next year we play Penn State at Penn State.
State.
We play Indiana at Indiana, and we play Oregon and Ohio State here.
Okay.
Finally, we play Oregon here.
I
Jesus.
know, it's been a while since we fucking played
Yeah,
Oregon.
it's been like
here.
5 years.
I know, literally. So, those two games are going to be won. Hey, SC fans, you better start buying your tickets right now, okay?
Yeah.
I know they don't
Listen,
really.
my-
If you're a season ticket holder, they re-up in March. So, but if
Yeah.
you're not a season ticket holder, I'm telling you, if you want to buy tickets to those games, you better buy them in March.
Yeah, but my thinking on it is, like I said, the reason why I think we have the possibility to do that is because what we're building off of now. And you think, okay, you get the number one recruiting class 2026, right? That's what you have right now already. You hit the portal hard. We get players like Marsh, hopefully. And it's like, okay, and then we have winning seasons within the next 2 years that take us, and it gets better and better. Our recruiting class gets that much more better, gets that much more stacked. Then you look at the portal. Nobody's going to want to deny SC because, like Adam brought up, of the bag. It's easy. You come to USC, they'll give you that bag if they think that you're worth it. Like, oh, yeah, we got it. We'll drop it.
Yeah,
Oh, whatever you want, here you go. If you ain't worth it, they ain't going to give it to you.
that's true. Well said. Well said. I actually have one, a hot take as well. So, my hot take is based off of all this coaching stuff. So, BYU's head coach is who I want to focus on. If BYU loses to Texas Tech and he leaves, or if he stays, okay? Say he stays. Hypothetically, say if he stays and doesn't take the Penn State job, my hot take is Penn State is going to be going to have a losing season, an absolute losing season.
They will. They're kind of cooked for next year, honestly.
They're done. Well, I mean, you don't have a coach and it's National Signing Day tomorrow. I mean, you're done.
Yeah. That's not really a hot take. It was more of a fact. It was more of like a factual statement.
Yeah,
that's like
I
that's
just thought about
actually
it,
gonna happen.
and I just wanted to contribute to the hot take, but
Now it'd be different. It'd be different if we knew that BYU the coach was going there.
yeah.
They'd be like, okay, then they have something to at least build off of with that. But now that you have no coach, I personally believe they did James Franklin dirty. Like, I think a lot of people believe that, but I mean,
They did.
They did.
They did do him dirty. I mean, but I think what it boils down to, I think just deep down in their heart, they didn't think he could win the big game.
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's also tough when you're playing Ohio State and Michigan every year, and
Yeah.
now Oregon, and now USC. I mean, it's a tough league, boys. I mean,
I know the Big
a
Ten
lot
is
of
taking
people.
over the SEC.
For sure.
I mean, I agree. I mean, and the SEC, they're similar. I mean, fuck, you got to play Kentucky. I mean, you got to play Auburn. You got to play Texas. You got to play Oklahoma. You got to play Georgia. You got to play, Alabama. It's week in, week out. It's a freaking
Yeah.
grind. And next year is going to be our hardest schedule of Lincoln Riley's
Yes,
career
that'll be the
tenure
big
at SC.
test, and we'll see if how loyal SC fans are to Lincoln Riley after next year.
It'll
But
be crazy.
it would be crazy, but like if I mean, it's gonna be one of the toughest seasons we'll probably have, only because we play some very dominant teams.
But you know what? I want it. I want it because I want to
Exactly.
prove the doubters wrong. I want to prove the doubters wrong. Be like, look, SC football. Yes, we've had our struggle for many many years, but you keep forgetting. Like, at one point we were the best college football school. At one point, and so that's where these expectations come from. Is that looking at the Pete Carroll era? Like, dude, I was a 5-year-old and I could tell you pretty much almost the goddamn offensive line, the quarterback. I could tell you everybody from that team because I was like really invested in it. And like USC's football has been a part of my life since I was 5 years old, or even my birth practically. So like it's that point where no matter what, I'm always going to be a Trojan. No matter where I go, no matter what it is, I'm a Trojan forever. But do the goods and bads. But now that this season's coming up and I'm looking at, bro, we're like you said, we're playing Indiana at Indiana. We're playing Michigan in Ann Arbor. We got Penn State at Happy Valley, and then we got
We don't
Ohio
we don't play
State.
Michigan next year.
Oh, we
No, we
don't.
don't. No, I
We
think we
play
play
Penn
Michigan
State and we play Ohio
2020.
State.
Yeah,
Oh, because they're
2027.
are they alternating it? So like
Yes, we
one
alternate.
year, so it's like 2 years in a
We
row.
play. Yeah, and then we play Ohio State 2 years in a row, and we play Oregon 2 years in a row. And the next we do play next year is Minnesota, and we don't play Northwestern.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, shout out Northwestern. They had a great year for Northwestern. That's wild. They had a
That coach is
phenomenal
a good coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had a
He
phenomenal
is.
year for Northwestern boys.
Well, didn't he leave as well?
No,
Who's the one?
no.
Michigan State just got a new coach. Where did he come from?
Yeah, Pat Fitzgerald is the old Northwestern coach.
Got it. Okay.
He's the coach that coached at Northwestern before this new guy.
Right, and he was the one who got let go because of whatever scandals was going on.
There was like a hazing scandal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that bring because I saw that I was like I thought he was the Northwestern coach this year, but now you educated me.
Boys, we got a lot to look forward to next year.
Oh, we really do, man.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
this was.
It's gonna be interesting.
It is. I mean, Adam, you're always welcome to come on at any time, brother. Anytime.
I love it. It's a pleasure to be on with you guys. Next maybe in a week or two we'll see where we're at with National Signing Day, who we got, who really entered the portal. Because in a week or two we'll know who's entering the portal.
Yeah.
Or we're gonna play our bowl. We'll do a little bowl preview. Who's gonna play, who's not gonna play, and have some fun.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. If you want to hop on for that one, and then you can tell freaking Jesse over there if he wants to hop on just for funsy, if he wants to be the funny guy to hop on, but. As long as you gotta tell him he's gotta wear that Alamany football helmet and his USC jersey. That's the only way he can hop on.
Brother.
No, but this was honestly a very, very good good episode, guys, all
Good
around.
episode.
Adam, we appreciate your freaking thoughts, man. You provided a lot more than just Anthony and I ranting and raving about the same shit over and over again.
Yeah, we appreciate your time, brother. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, man.
Of course, thank you guys for having me on.
Yeah, no problem. You can feel free to stay. We're gonna break it down here. This is normally how we end it. We break it down like in the regular team huddle. But before we do that, we didn't tell you the score of the game. USC ended up beating UCLA 29-10, and we retained the victory bell back in the back at SC. So. With that being said, guys, let's break it down. Episode 13, the last regular season episode for season 1 of Brothers of Troy podcast. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Adam, once again, bro, appreciate you for joining. Hopefully we see you at more SC games next year, bro.
Yes, sir.
Show. Let's do it.
So I mean, we got an extra ticket if you just want to join, and if we don't got anybody else to fill the void. So.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, so we're gonna break it down, guys. A great episode, man. Way to close out the season, 9-3 season. Looking forward to the bowl game, I guess. All right, we're gonna get a fight on 3. Fight on me. 1, 2, 3. Fight on, baby.
Fight on.
All right, boys.
Fight on,
have
baby.
a good rest of your night. Everyone, thank you for watching. Peace.